News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Welcome along to this chilly, overcast day. The high temperature, as you notice, 27 degrees. The average is 38. And we could be back up to about average toward the end of next week. So we'll show you some of the timing of that. Keep in mind, when you see temperatures up around average, which we could even see a 40 degrees by the next Friday, that could be the melting of snow. A little bit of rain, snow mix with some of the storms coming in instead of actual snow. So that's a change. And that's what's taking place as the temperature starts to come up. But as you look at the winds, this is what's forecast for tomorrow. Nothing really drastic, and you don't under an inversion. There's very little movement in the wind, and you say, well, why is the air moving? Basically because it will lift and lower just a little bit along some of the foothills during the night, morning hours. And as that just causes a few of those breezes around the area. And at this time, man, it can really cause some cold wind chills. And if you just look at the steady areas of temperatures starting from midnight last night, you see the lowest was 20, but we averaged about 23. If you just go right along through here, here's 26 to 27 our high at about noontime. And then you can see staying anywhere from 23, 24, 25 degrees. We don't have a low. We do have a low, but it doesn't like drop for a low and then go up for a high like what we're used to. And that's a part of this overcast. And of course, the areas of fog, as well as the inversion that's in place, trapping this cold air that's at the surface. Another part of that is this high pressure that's out along the west coast, which is basically saying the doldrums. There's no real moving weather over most of the northwest at this time. And if you look at the storm out here to the west, you'll see how it kind of breaks up, tries to move up into Alaska. Eventually, what comes up must come down or at least move south. This is what we see here, some of these clouds coming down toward Calgary and even moving into western sections of Montana. So not really a lot of movement, and even some of those clouds will move over the top of the Boise area over that cold air that happens to be trapped at the surface. Now that means that the temperatures remain about the same for tonight, same thing for tomorrow. So let's look at the weekend temperatures. Lows for Burley, you see the low down to 7, and then some of the highs just anywhere from 22 to 24 degrees. And it doesn't change much for the highs in the mountains, except for some of those lows. And maybe you notice Stanley. Look at the temperature for tonight. Yeah, they've been down, way down, even down to about 15 to 20 degrees below zero, which was the case in Stanley for this morning. McCall will be down to 5 tonight. High temperature tomorrow down to 21. Down here in valley locations, most of your temperatures will be in the mid-20s, and lows will be down around 14 or 15 degrees. I've got 19 tonight for Boise with 30 degrees right now. We're coming close to it with the current temperature. That's at 24 degrees. So if you look at this 7-day forecast, you see with the inversion in place, cold conditions, we may get a little sun, but it looks like this low clouds, the low area of clouds that we have are kind of right in there. So I don't know if we're really going to see much out of that. Temperatures at night are going to be dropping off a little bit. Tomorrow we do have a chance of seeing that temperature getting up to 30 degrees. Here's the movement of air starting late Tuesday night into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's what could break things up a little bit and bring that temperature up. Now, if you look at the 10-day temperature trend, for most of your high temperatures coming up, not only just the end of next week, so you can see the inversion for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then you see the temperature starting to go up by about next Friday. And as you move into the weekend there, you see getting into the upper 30s to right around 41 degrees. And you've probably been around where the temperature's 32 or 33, Brian, when we've had the inversion and everything starts melting.
Yeah.
Kind of happy to see that. But anyhow,
exactly.
We could be seeing some snow moving in. That could even change to a little bit of rain and snow. And I'm kind of thinking about the snow is kind of going to start melting as we get more toward the end of next week at this time, as all this kind of rolls through here.
And then maybe another round of some more snow, possibly.
Well, likely before winter is over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Rick.